Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Vivid Collectibles. My name is Danny, and tonight I'm going to give you my thoughts on the brand new Captain Marvel premium format figure by Sideshow. This is their second Captain Marvel premium format. Both have been based on the comic, which I'm glad they do. They're both really, really nice. I know the last one is some years old. It's got a couple of portraits, and it was popular. I've never seen it myself in person, but I know it's pretty tough to come by. Fast forward to this one. Edition size on this statue is 600. It's currently waitlisted at Sideshow. It has been waitlisted for some time, even before it got released. Wasn't really on my radar. I did get the opportunity to pick it up, so I did, and I'm actually really happy that I did. She's really impressive in person. Pictures don't do her justice. As a lot of statues, you really need to see them in person. But I feel like this one in particular, because she's way more impressive than you think in pictures. This was sculpted by Steve Lord, who's an expert on the female anatomy, and he does some really nice work for Sideshow. His portraits are mostly all really, really beautiful. He's currently working on their new Wonder Woman, and also worked on the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn premium format that I have as well, that I got to review for you. So I'm going to get into this review, let you know what my highlights are, what I like about her, and tell you a little bit more about her as we go. Alright, so we're going to start off with the base. Obviously, the concept of this base is she's taking off, so you capture her basically during takeoff. So what you see is all the rubble that's created by her powers, the force that she creates. So you see these flame effects on here. They're almost semi-translucent, but not quite. They have different shades of that red into yellow and some browns in there, right? So the stones look really, really good. And then you can see that yellow effect that leads into the reds that look almost like they're, on fire. They look really, really good. Very small base, pretty compact. I forgot the exact dimensions. I know she's about 24 inches tall and about 13 and a half inches wide, but I forget the depth right now, but you can look that up on Sideshow. But anyways, yeah, so I do like the sculpt. I like the way that the rubble is basically all being dispersed due to her powers. And then you see some of the stones, right, in mid-flight, caught up in that fire that she's basically exposing from her hands. So this yellow flame, it's not for everybody. It does look like butter. I like them. I think they're sculpted really nicely, but I can understand the people who don't. For me, they did this due to for the colors to really complement Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel. So let's go back down and give you a close-up of these flame effects, right? Again, really nicely painted and really nicely sculpted. They key in a particular order. 1, 2, I forget the order. There's only like 2, 3, there's like 5 pieces to this to put together. They're not very difficult, but putting her hands in where she keys in can be a little bit of a chore, but it wasn't too bad for me. And then the sash keys in there. But let me get back on track. I got a little bit off track there. As far as Captain Marvel herself, the sculpt is really, really nice. She's really curvy, and she's very believable. They sculpted her in such a way where she never looks stiff. She looks like she's in motion. It flows really, really well. And they chose to go with metallic colors on this, and they really stand out. Look at her boots. Look at the metallic burgundies and blues. And then they did some like purple shading around them. There's purple shading throughout the costume to really help it stand out. But look at that. Look at the reflections on those boots. Really nicely sculpted. Look at the treads on them. The costume is classic and really nicely painted and beautifully sculpted. I mean, I can't say that enough. Again, look at the colors on her. You can see that shading, the purple, really stands out with the blue. That sash, the same thing. That metallic burgundy looks really good. The sash is kind of like some sort of like plastic, which I'm glad they went with because it's flexible, so you're not going to break it. And there you go, some of the darker reds for effect. Really nice paint job on this. I can't, really praise it high enough. And then where she keys in, her hands are that like hot white, right, from the flames, and then they go into the blue, right? You see a little hint of that same purple. Looks really good, and I love the gold color on her. The colors really complement her really well. They look really, really good. Again, look at her back, the muscle tones, right? Very feminine, very subtle. She looks fierce without being overly done. She looks really good. And again, look at the star, her chest, beautifully sculpted and painted. Metallic blues, some highlights, really, the shading to basically show you all the ribs, the muscles, right? She looks great. Very, very good work went into this. And then for me, the best part of this statue is the portrait and the hair. The hair is mid-flight. You can see the flow of it, right? Looks really good. You can almost see each individual strand. Nice blonde. And then the portrait's beautifully painted. The eyes are immaculate, beautiful blue. The nice soft pink lips. She looks great. The skin tones on point. Very little to complain about as far as portrait. She looks determined, but she looks beautiful. Again, look at the hair from the back. Great look, the subtle muscle tones. I mean, she looks amazing. She looks amazing. And in mid-flight, they really capture her powers. It's amazing. One of the most beautiful female statues that I own. And I'm really happy that I got her. Again, I'm going to tell you that the colors might not be for everybody. The flame effects people are going to complain about. I'm not sure that the people complaining have had the statue in hand. I'm sure some people have. But I feel like a lot of people have a lot to say about statues they've never seen in person or been close to. And I get it. Pictures do tell a story. And if you don't like it in pictures, chances are you may not like it in person. But this one really, really is a standout. And once you have her in hand, you'll appreciate there's a lot more to like here than to not like. And in my opinion, she's definitely a keeper. So I hope that I was informative in this review. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. I'm usually pretty good about answering them. Again, I'll see you pretty soon on the next review. Thanks for watching.